This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast, or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Matt, we have got a really good one this afternoon as we're at Macarthur, and Duncan comes in. This is a great district matchup here in this district. Which one is it? 5A2. 5A2. So, man, we got a good one on track for tonight. Yeah, no, we've been talking about the way these districts, both sides are set up, that they are, they were both backloaded with all the big games. So, these last 3 weeks, Mac had Noble last week. They got Duncan this week, got Elgin next week. So that's the top 4 teams in the district all are going to play each other. Duncan's going to catch Noble next week. So the district title is still up for grabs, and it's just a one game separates everybody right now. Yeah, and Duncan comes in 9-2 in district play, as well as Mac. Duncan is 18-6 overall, and then Mac is 16-7. So yeah, like you said, this is definitely up for grabs, and that's important because that sets you up for the playoffs and the run we have coming up. And not only is the back end of their schedule all loaded right here, both of these teams are going to go to Piedmont on the weekend and play in a little 5A shootout against some of the teams from the other district and the east side. So they're going to see. We were just talking about that. According to just looking at their schedules, Mac, Duncan, they're going to catch Shawnee and Claremore this weekend, and Duncan's going to catch Collinsville and Carl Albert. So there's no let up in on those weekend series. So they're going to have a chance to see everybody, all the top teams in 5A. Man, there's some solid teams out there. That'd be a lot of fun. We're going to take a commercial break. We're back with the starting lineups after this. Watching the game of the week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Back in the Macarthur field for the Oklahoma Sports Network's Game of the Week. Again, we have the Duncan Devens coming over to play the Macarthur Highlanders. Starting lineups for Duncan looks like this. Coach Grant Oliver's team throws out number 6, Bryson Butcher will lead things off. He's playing second base. Number 5, Eli Ramirez. He's in center field. Number 13, Shago Barham. He'll be at shortstop. Batting fourth, number 11, Blake Barnard. He's at first base. Batting fifth, number 10, Jackson Pogue. He'll be behind the plate. Batting sixth and DHing number 27, Preston Giles. Batting seventh, number 2, Jeffrey Cross at third. Batting eighth, number 3, Raymond Garland. He's in left field. Batting eighth, number 8, Ryan Samuels in right. And on the mound, number 15, Brant Garrett. And that's got the defensive alignment for Macarthur. Yeah, defensively for the Highlanders, they'll go Thurman in left, Clark in center, Burke in right, Vaughn at third, Zeller at short, DeLong at second, Veld at first, Love behind the dish, and Brown on the mound. We're just about ready to get things going here for the first pitch. Getting Brown on the mound from Macarthur. So Bryson Butcher will get things started off for Duncan. Here's the first pitch, and it is in there for a strike to get things started. Again, both these teams come in tied in district play. Working quickly as Brown misses outside ball one. 1-1 the count to the second baseman, Butcher. Curveball misses outside. That's 2-1. Windy, a little windy out there, Matt.
Yeah, just I think you get a little glance at it. I think it's 18 was the last. 79 degrees, little south wind, maybe a little bit southeast, kind of blowing across according to flags. It's kind of, when we're talking about any ball that gets up toward the scoreboard, it doesn't get caught in that jet stream. That chance go a long way today.
2-2 the count. And this ball is hitting that jet stream in the gap. That's going to hang up and get all the way to the wall. Around first, taking the second is Butcher, and he'll cruise into second with a leadoff double. Throw back in, we'll hold him there. So there you go. There's that ball in the gap, that left center field gap, and it gets all the way to the wall.
And something else you saw right there, the throw coming in from Clark, got caught in the wind and kind of gets away from Zeller at short, so that they able to corral it and not get a base set. But that's I
think you're going to see some problems with that. Good balls, anything hit to the left side, it's going to be a tough throw coming back in. That brings up Eli Ramirez, the center fielder. Butcher at second, no outs. in the top of the first. First pitch is in the dirt, ball one. Macarthur plays mirrors about straight up everywhere. They're close to the bag at short, in on the grass at third. Is Vaughn. That's all a little bit outside. That count goes 2-0. Brown slowed down a little bit with the leadoff hitter on. That's in there for a strike. Good velocity, good pop from Brown. We got to talk to his dad before the game and said he's been throwing pretty good this year so far. And that one's high and tight, 3-1. You know, you try to throw that off-speed curveball out there, but that's the ball that's going to, you're going to have to snap it off, and the wind's going to hold it up. You know, that kind of blowing across a little bit. He's got to really make sure he kind of bites that and pulls down and gets it all the way through. There's 3-1, curveball outside, and that's wide of the mark. So runners on first and second with no outs. That brings up Chago Barnum. We saw him on the shortstop. We saw Duncan, you know, a couple weeks ago at Eisenhower. And, you know, Eisenhower handled Barnum pretty well. We kept expecting to see a, you know, big guy like that kind of get a chance to launch one out. He hit one foul that he may have not have come down yet, but yeah, they kept him off the base path pretty good. Runners at first and second, no outs. That first pitch was a ball for Barnum. There's a ball grounded up the middle that could be double play. To second for one. The throw is in the dirt, but scooted nicely over at first by Veld. And the double play is turned. Pitcher's best thing, you know, you go, first two guys get on, nobody out, and get you one ground ball. And now you got a chance to get out of here without giving up anything. That brings up Barnard, the first baseman. Richard did move down to third in the double play. First pitch is outside ball one. That's in there for a strike. Even the count 1-1. Barnard, the left-hander. You know, they won't, with the wind going the way it is, you really can't play the pull too much. And behind on that fastball for 1-2 the count. The bad part of that pitch right there, great location. They pulled him, they moved around quite a bit. He flips one down that left field line, and it's going to be a, see how many you can get kind of deal. 2-2 the count. Two outs, runner at third here in the top of the first. No score. Brown deals, and just inside. That'll run the count full. Brown wanted that one, did not get the call. Pogue, the catcher, waits on deck. Here's the payoff pitch. This ball is lined in right center field. Going to get down all the way to the wall again in the gap. That's a stand-up double for Pogue, and that will drive in the first run of the game.
And Jackson Pogue, first pitch in there. Mike's going to get everything. We had a little technical difficulty there. Had to take care of it. Getting there. That first pitch just outside ball one.
So if you just joined us, Bryson Brookshire scores after the leadoff double. He moved over to third on the double play, then it came in on the double by Jackson Pogue. I'm sorry, by Barnard. This is Pogue at the plate. Count on him is 2-0. 2 outs. This ball grounded to second base. Bobbled by DeLong, picks it up, plenty of time, tosses over for the third out. So Duncan does score 1 on the 2 doubles. They leave 1 on, and we head to the bottom of the first. It's Duncan 1, Macarthur nothing. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and is owned by the Raybon family. We believe family ownership makes a great difference in the care and service your family receives. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. Whether it's with live streaming or benefit assistance, we can help. When it comes to measuring personal levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
Back at Macarthur Field, where the Duncan Demons strike first, they score 1 in the top of the first. Now up for Macarthur, here's the starting lineup. Batting off number 24, Julian Love. He'll be in center field. I'm sorry, he's catching. Batting second, number 1, Cage Zeller at short. Batting third, number 33, Steve Brown. He's on the mound. Batting number fourth, number 7, Rat Vaughn at third base. Batting fifth, Bo DeLong at second. Batting sixth, number 11, Caden Burke in right. Batting seventh, number 27, Caden Tamanama. He's the DH. Batting eighth, number 50, Aiden Veld at first. Batting ninth, number 17, Spencer Thurman in left.
And defensively for the Demons, Garland in left, Ramirez in center, Samuels in right. Cross at third, Barnum at short, Brookshire at second, Barnard at first. Behind the plate is Pogue, and on the mound, Garrett. You know, Mike, these two teams met yesterday, again, districts, Monday, Tuesday, a little 4-3 game over there. We kind of talked to Coach Long's wife at work today, so that was, kind of didn't do much, but Mac made it really interesting right at the end.
So Garrett on the mound for Duncan will start things off, the lefty, and Love fouls that one back. Got to see him last week at Eisenhower, and he threw the complete game, almost a complete game, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they took him out there toward the end because they had it pretty well. I think they kind of got him to where they wanted to pitch-wise and got him out of there.
Similar day as this, the wind blowing kind of the same direction, and I tell you what, his curveball was nasty that day with the wind, and then he threw the tailing fastball that started off a couple inches outside the plate and would come back over.
Yeah, today you see that little off-speed pitch right there, how much it broke, snapped off. So he's got a chance with this wind to, have a pretty good day on the mound.
0-2 the count to Love. Love calls for timeout. He gets it. So we'll reset things. Now we're ready. Here's the 0-2, and this one has popped up high to the left side. Could be tough with the wind. Long run, and he overruns it. Out there in left field, that was Garland coming over, and that's tough today with the wind the way it is. That ball kept going further and further out. And if you've ever been to Macarthur, there's a ton of room down that left field line.
Well, that one, he got there plenty of time, and that one, he's probably lucky he didn't hit it because it looked like it kind of got right between his glove and in both hands as he was up.
He caught that one in the noggin, huh?
Yeah, that would not have been a good deal. Might have had to get the trainer out. I don't think he really wants to get out of this up here with us right now.
So 0-2, count remains from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and this one is grounded to the left side. Fielded there at third by Cross. He'll throw it across to get Love in plenty of time for the first out.
You probably don't want to say that too many times, do you? Cross and throw it across?
Yeah, throw it across, throw it across. Yeah. That'll bring up Cage Zeller, the shortstop.
Up next from Macarthur, number 1, Cage Zeller.
We talked a little bit about Zeller. We did the game last year. Got to talk to his dad quite a bit. Of course, we've known him since he was a kid. Makes you feel old, doesn't it, Matt?
Yeah, it's worse every year.
Zeller trying to get things started here for Macarthur in the bottom of the first, and out in front of that curveball. 0-1.
You know, we mentioned last week at the Duncan High game, Duncan, relatively young team. Stark contrast to the Macarthur team that is a senior-laden. I think they have 9 seniors on this team. So
here's a ground ball to second. Fielded there, and the toss over for the second out of the inning. Brookshire to Barnard.
Cage Zeller, one of those seniors, and we were giving his dad a hard time, and last year about he's a lot better than his dad was.
We get to hunt quite a bit with his dad when he was growing up, so always good to see that legacy go on. So Brown, the pitcher, steps in. And first pitch to him is low and away, ball 1. Now Duncan, there's a big gap in left center as Duncan plays. Garland's way over. Now he's going to move over a little bit back toward the gap, but way over on the line. That one high and tight. I can't see the right fielder. That's how far on the line he is.
Yeah, he's kind of splitting the first base, second base, so he's maybe just a hair shaded toward the line, but not too bad.
That's in there for a strike. So 2-1 the count to Brown. Anything hit to the right side today is going to be an adventure too, with the way the wind. And you can't give up on anything because everything out down the line, there's plenty of room out there on that right field line as well. Lots of foul territory. That one up and away. 3-1. As Brown looking to get on base here. Vaughn waits on deck. Good curveball there by Garrett. And that'll run the count full. 3-2.
Pull the string there. That's good. Good pitch. Looking, fastball count. He'd be able to throw that off speed for a strike.
This one fouled back. A lot of room there down the lines. A lot of room behind the plate for here at Macarthur. So foul balls, you got to, especially the wind kind of blowing back toward the field, you kind of got to watch them, and they might get back into play. Pogue's going to go out and talk to Garrett.
We've got a couple of guys that we're familiar with up here in the press box with us. Tom Bell, he's got the other kind of district game that's important here, Elgin and Noble. Noble defeated Elgin yesterday 2-0 at Elgin, and so they're got the second game at Noble today, so we'll kind of keep you up to date on that as well.
Payoff pitch, and it's high. Ball 4.
Got a little excited.
Yeah, about that.
He airmailed the bat almost to the dugout. I got the guys in there were just going to catch it as it went on.
So Brown works the walk. Good at bat for him. That'll bring up Red Vaughn.
Yeah, we're going to get a courtesy runner here, too. See who they bring out here. Coach.
Yeah, Coach DeLong's over there. He's at first base. He's going to no one's listening over there. Trying to get someone out of the dugout. Here we go.
Yeah.
Graham.
Yeah,
Graham will run for him.
Pitch running for the Highlanders, number 19, Gage Graham.
So he'll courtesy running for the pitcher.
This is a courtesy, not a pinch.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Graham at first with 2 outs for Vaughn. Bo DeLong awaits on deck. 1-0 the score here in the bottom of the first. Duncan scored, got their leadoff hitter on with a double, and He was driven in by Pogue, the catcher. First pitch in there for a strike.
You know, Mike, I was out at a couple of the Cameron games this past weekend. Had that little northwest wind blowing. I'm glad it's not blowing today because they've started work on the. You saw the turf over here. That the dust would be blowing off that. We might not be able to see. It would not have been a good time today with the dust blowing from the work that they're got over there on the football field.
Yeah, the umpire Kent Lewis. Garrett had a wristband on or the glove, something. He made him take it off, put it in his pocket. Now we're ready. And swing and a miss there behind that fastball. We saw last week, Garrett, when he reaches back, he's got a little bit of pop. You know, he especially with that good off-speed pitch, kind of keeps you off balance.
I think it's one of those deals. His off-speed's so good, it makes him look a lot faster than he really is. That gets on you pretty quick because he's.
There's the 0-2. This is grounded up the middle, taken there, pitched over from the shortstop to second base. Barham to Brookster for the third out. So as we head to the bottom of the second, Macarthur does strand one on the walk. We go to the top of the second. It's 1-0 Duncan. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and is owned by the Raybon family. We believe family ownership makes a great difference in the care and service your family receives. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. Whether it's with live streaming or benefit assistance, we can help. When it comes to measuring personal levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
Back to Macarthur. 1-0 the score as we head to the top of the second. Giles, the DH, will lead things off, followed by Cross, and then Garland. Duncan scored first in the first frame. Brookshire, the leadoff hitter, reached on the double. Then he was driven in by the double from Barnard.
Yeah, first pitch in there for a strike.
And that one misses just outside. So 1-1 the count.
Yeah, try to go back-to-back curveballs there. The first one was a great one. It was right there. You get ahead in the count. Try to throw one up the other zone, see if you can get somebody to chase.
Good fastball there by Brown. Swing and a miss by Giles. 1-2 the count. That curveball misses just high. 2-2.
Yeah. Not really probably the place you really want to miss today. Up is probably not the best place.
That one's popped up to the left side. This could be an adventure. Calling for it is Zeller. He finally comes over. Had him played up the middle. Long run, but a good catch by Zeller for the first out.
For the Demons, number 2, Jeffrey Cross.
That'll bring up Jeffrey Cross, the third baseman, with one out. Another good off-speed pitch to start Cross off with a strike. 0-1 the count. That one high and tight, 1-1.
Yeah, they appeal down. They're trying to get out of the way. Get a little check swing there. Kent Lewis down at first base says no swing.
Matt, do you ever have a green glove?
No, no. It's
okay.
It's almost like that's
and
almost
then
mint.
Strike. Yeah, kind of mint, almost like would you call it a Miami Dolphin green? I don't know.
I'm not really sure. I've seen some off-color, Green.
Ooh.
Oh, we threw.
Got him.
threw it.
just got him. I mean, got on the fastball, just nothing fancy, just right down the middle.
The delay call by the umpire.
He knew it, though.
Oh, yeah, it was right there. And I was like, did he not call that a strike? That would have been because Love was already throwing it down. That was how good a pitch that was.
I'll bring up Raymond Garland, the left fielder, swing and a miss, first pitch, strike one.
You see Brown here. He's out, in front. All three batters get out in front.
When he's got a good rhythm going, too. He's working fast. 0-2 the count. And this one is lined foul down the third base line. That'll get all the way down to the corner.
Oh, around the corner.
Yeah.
Through the little opening down there at the end. Get a little help there from the spectators down the line.
Here we go. That gets away from him a little bit. 1-2 the count to Garland.
Yeah,
Samuels, the 9-hole on deck.
See him drop down a little bit right there. Probably kind of try to maybe get a little tail action, throw that ball outside, get it to break off the plate. That one kind of the same deal.
Yeah, that one a little further out.
That dropping down a little bit is he sailed both of those pitches.
So 2-2 the count now on Garland. Brown's ready. Here it comes. And foul tip just off the glove of Love. Almost held on to that one.
You see Coach
Oliver. Is that Oliver?
Yeah, Coach Oliver kind of telling those guys this. I think he wants to slow this deal down a little bit. I mean, as far as the rhythm goes, so.
I thought that was
I got three.
Yeah, I only got three.
I got three.
Yeah, I got three, too.
Everybody's got I think everybody else has got three. I don't know where he got.
Yeah.
I think even their coaches had it at three.
Whoops.
Coach, that's Kyle Walbrick at first base, the Lawton guy. So
he's laughing over there.
Yeah, you go back there. We get fourth this league, this level.
He'd taken off the glove, the protector, get ready to put the banking mitt on, so has to get everything back on again. So full count. So Garland steps back in. And that's in the dirt. That'll be ball four. So he does draw the walk, the two-out walk. And that'll bring up the 9-hole Ryan Samuels. Samuels, the right fielder.
Now batting for Duncan, number 8, Rylan Samuels.
If your coach is long, that's not what you want right there. You do not want a two-out walk in the bottom of the order, and this it makes strange things can always happen. You get any kind of little check swing bloop or anything, and then you turn the lineup back over with guys on base, and that's if you're going to get the lineup over, you want empty bases to get back to the top of the lineup.
Love goes out and talks to Brown, set him down a little bit. Here's first pitch is bunted right back to the pitcher. He'll go to first, kind of lobs it over there, but gets the out. So the Demons do strand one on the walk. As we head to the bottom of the second, it's Duncan 1, Macarthur 0. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home.
I'm flying. I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown, Jr. Come join us.
Back to Macarthur for the Game of the Week. We are in the bottom of the second. It's Duncan 1, Macarthur nothing. Up for Macarthur will be Bo DeLong, followed by Caden Burke, and then Caden Tabanama.
Yeah, a little update from the Elgin Noble game. Noble leads Elgin 1-0 in the second. I was going to say probably bottom of the second. Yeah, bottom of the second. Or no, top of the second. Because Elgin's at the back. Yeah, Elgin. Yeah. They're top of the third probably then, yeah.
So DeLong, the second baseman, will lead things off here for Macarthur. Lefty on lefty matchup.
You know, we talked about this the last couple of games. You know, first time you see that, the first time the lefty sees the lefty batter, or what, you know what, it's never usually doesn't. They don't look very good. That's because we get pitched right there, gets called a ball. That's just misses probably down.
DeLong kind of squares the bunt, but takes it back, and swing and a miss on that one. 1-1. Long look by Garrett. Now he's set. And the bunt attempt is no good. Did they call it a ball?
He called it a ball, but then nobody's asking about it. So
well, he definitely went after it.
That'd be a tough call from the left-handed batter, first base umpire down on the first base line to see if.
Yeah, that one's in the dirt. So 3-1 the count. At least that's what we have down. Yep, 3-1's what he got. Yeah. So 3-1 the count to DeLong. DeLong trying to work the leadoff walk here. And swing and a miss there. That'll run the count full. And here's the 3-2. And that's in there for a strike called strike 3. So Long goes down looking for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Burke.
You know, saw on Facebook this week his older brother, the former MAC coach here, got his 300th, I think.
Yeah, I saw that.
Collegiate win. So.
Rodney Jr., yeah.
Rodney Jr.
Down in North Texas. So here's the first pitch to Burke, grounded to second base, fielded there by Brookshire. He'll throw it over for the easy out. 4-3. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Caden Tabanama.
Up next for the Highlanders, number 27, Caden Tabanama.
We saw Tabanama last year, and man, you know, if he can get a hold of one, he'll hit it a long way, you'd think. Garrett delivers and hits him in the shoulder. I don't think that's not the one you want to hit if you're going to, you know.
He hit a curveball too. He probably just bounced out. Guy. And Tabanama, three-sport guy. You know, football, wrestling. Out here in the baseball field. I think if I remember right, OBU, I believe is where I think that's where he signed to go to football. So he's going to play at the next level. So
the hit by pitch puts Tabanama on first with 2 outs. That'll bring up Aiden Veld, the first baseman.
Number 50, Aiden Veld.
Well, again, you got the 2 out. What do we got?
Oh, we had to get some debris off the field over there for the Macarthur dugout, bats and.
So 2 out hit by pitch is not much different than a 2 out walk. So you got something a little brewing here maybe.
And swing and a miss by Veld. 0-1. I don't think Tabanama probably a steal threat. He only got about a step off the bag with the left-hander on there. And that one's fouled straight back by Veld, 0-2. We saw Garrett had a pretty good move to first. We saw him last week.
Well, he didn't have to, of course, he throws out the stretch all the time, but he didn't have to, I never didn't get a ton of base runners on that game.
And the curveball stays up high that time, 1-2.
I don't know if that was Was it a curveball or he just
maybe a change?
Well, I think he just threw it. It's 0-2. He's just trying to throw something out of the zone right there, see if he can get Bell to chase.
Didn't look like the fastball. Didn't look.
Yeah, just
same velocity.
Just something. Just anything that was up and out. Though, just get it out of the zone.
And gets that one by him. Veld swings and misses. So MacArthur strands one on the hit by pitch, but no runs and no hits. We head to the top of the third. It's Duncan 1, MacArthur nothing. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Aw, look, how sad. Everybody but you has a debit card, and they're all out having fun, shopping, dining, feeling good. And here you are with crumpled cash and counting change. Not a good look, pal. Sounds like your wallet needs a friend. That friend is a PayMe debit card from Communication Federal Credit Union. Use your free PayMe card in apps, in stores, and anywhere you shop. You're good to go. Come into any branch and open your account in as little as 10 minutes or go to comfedcu.org. Communication Federal.
Hi, I'm Dr. Todd Bridges.
And I'm Dr. Nathan Buckner.
Did you know our dental practice is one of only 6% of practices in the United States that provide care from an all-digital platform?
We fabricate crowns, bridges, and place implants with advanced digital technology.
If you want to be part of this digital revolution in dental care, call us today at 248-6700 or visit our website at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
We look forward to providing you with exceptional dental care.
Back MacArthur Field, where Duncan leads Mac 1-0 as we head to the top of the third. First pitch gets away from the leadoff back to the top of the order, Brookshire. Brookshire led things off at the top of the first with a double. That one misses outside, 2-0.
And again, Brookshire drove that, first hit double in left field gap, so you can kind of see, Brown maybe trying to stay away, make him push that into the, other way, fight that wind a little bit.
A 4-pitch walk to the leadoff hitter. That'll bring up Eli Ramirez. Ramirez walked his first time up. So runner at first, that's Brookshire.
And Brookshire got pretty good wheels.
Yep.
We saw that the other day. So we'll see what Duncan wants to do right here. Yeah, that throw down to second with this much wind is good. It's, never going to be easy.
Good lead. Nothing going. There's a swing and a foul ball.
So that was, you think about that, there's a 4-pitch walk, and the 2-hole comes up and swings away on the first pitch. So that's they probably expecting to get a fastball, trying to get get back in a count, and took a chance.
Here's the 0-1, and that one stays high, 1-1.
Yeah, and you see Love right there. He talked. Again, motioning out to Brown, hey, you got to get that. He didn't drop down again. That ball misses up. He's trying to get his arm up, because that's every time he gets down, that ball goes down, his elbow goes down. The ball, he tends to sail on him a little bit.
2-1 the count to Ramirez. And the big Barnum on Chago Barnum on deck. This one is lifted it to about second base, called on by Bo DeLong. He comes in and makes the grab for the first out. That'll bring up Chago Barnum. Barnum, the big shortstop. Barnum grounded into the double play in the first. 1-0 still the score. That curveball drops in for a strike. 0-1 the count. Oh, this one lifted down the left field line. Hit fairly well. It is out of here. That was a smash off the bat of Barham. And the 2-run shot will put Duncan up 3-0.
Yeah, he left a pitch up right there, and Barham makes him pay for it. Again, we talked about just not missing up, and that one didn't really get up in the jet stream. That ball just hit pretty well.
It's a line drive.
It never really moved. I was expecting it to curve a little bit. That ball stayed pretty much right down the left field line, and the ball with a couple of a sign in or so, and that was about it.
Well, that's a mistake you can't make, inside to him. And we saw, like I say, he's got a little pop. Now, that'll bring up Barnard, the first baseman. This one is off the glove of DeLong. It's second, and he can't. I guess it looks like he hit him on his throwing hand. He dropped the glove, so
I looked down and
tough booth here. Gives him an error, but
the home booth is up.
So the error on the second baseman allows Barnard to reach. That brings up the catcher Pogue. Jackson Pogue.
We'll see what the official scoreboard guy puts up there in a minute. Where they
That button doesn't work.
the button is broke on there.
The air button doesn't work.
Either that means you used it too much, or we don't need it at all. Oh, we got it up there. Okay.
Oh, he got it to work. Okay.
Here's a runner goes. Here's a ground ball. It's right in the hole. Perfectly placed hit and run. Around second, heading to third. Here comes the throw. This could be close. In safely is Barnard at third base, and moving up on the throw will be Pogue. So the single that moves the runner perfectly hit and run, Matt.
Yeah, and Barnard just took forever. That ball's in front of him. That's a run all the way right there. And he took forever to get around the bases.
Like he didn't see it. Yes. Didn't see it. It's right. Like I said, it's right in front of him the whole time.
The courtesy runner for the catcher at second base is going to be, I believe, Murillo.
This is Giles, the DH. First pitch swinging and a miss. 0-1.
Oh, wow. Elgin got something going up there, and Noble there had 4-1. So Elgin looking to even that district contest up. And well, I tell you what, these teams all keep splitting with each other. I don't know what the tiebreaker comes down to. They may have to go deep to get to it.
And 3 swings and nothing for Giles as he goes down for the second out of the inning.
That's a big strikeout right there. You got second and third, 1 out, and again you got the 6th hole up, and a chance to put some insurance into this game. And
they bring out Cross, the third baseman. This one is grounded to the left side, off the glove. Shortstop fields it, but throws behind the runner at second, no good. Or not. He's back in safely. Couldn't make a play off that as it kind of got off the glove of Vaughn. Zeller fielded it but couldn't make the throw. So Cross reaches. That does score the run.
Yeah, give credit to Murillo, the courtesy runner there. He could have run straight into a tag right there after that ball kicked off, and he was smart enough to stay at second. And even though they threw behind him, there really wasn't much of a.
We're going to pinch hit here for Garland. That's number 12.
Yeah, Cole Lynch, the pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for Duncan, number 12, Cole Lynch.
Kind of early to go to the. You got a runner at first and second though.
Yeah, and you got a guy here probably again, big kid right here. He might just take a chance. Hey, maybe you can run into one right here and get some insurance runs.
So Lynch will bat with runners at first and second. 2 outs for the Demons. First pitch stays high, ball 1.
Again, that's that off-speed pitch. Maybe he's not. Just again, drop that elbow down a little bit and it stays up on him.
That misses low, ball 2. Cross at first, Pogue at second. Or the courtesy runner for Pogue at second, I'm sorry.
But you talked about early, district game like this, a close game. You got to take your chances where you can. You got the re-entry rule, so you have that. Your starter can come back. So
3-0 now to Lynch. and a 4-pitch walk.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is just a right back. They may just switch this right back out to Garland. But we're going to get a visit from Coach DeLong.
So Rodney DeLong come out. He'll bring his whole infield in and talk to them as the bases are now loaded for the 9-hole hitter, Ryan Samuels. With a walk by Brookshire. He scored twice now in this game, and off the game with a double. Walks to the top of this inning, comes around and scores. Then he scored on the home run by Barham that was a line drive down the left field line right over the 320 mark. Then the insurance run was on the infield single by Jeffrey Cross, which allowed Barnard to score. So Barham hits the home run, Barnard scores on the single, and now we have bases loaded.
Yeah, you see what I was having to mess with last week, that Barnum and Barnard did back-to-back.
Here's Samuels, takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Samuels, the 9-hole, he grounded out to the pitcher in the second. There's a ground ball chopper to third base. Fielded there, the crow across, a little wide of the bag, but a really nice scoop there by Veld, and that'll get him. But Duncan scores 3 runs on 3 hits. They do leave the bases loaded as we head to the bottom of the third. It's Duncan 4, Macarthur nothing. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to showing your loved ones you care, you need the best. A Better Design Flowers and Gifts is under new ownership, and we're proud to be serving the people of Southwest Oklahoma. Our talented florists are committed to building the most beautiful floral arrangements, as well as providing superior customer service. We service all types of events, from weddings to funerals, just because gifts, and of course, holidays. We're also a veteran-owned company. Click, call, or come by today. We'd love to show you a better design.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
We're back at Macarthur where the Duncan Demons lead 4-0 over the Macarthur Highlanders. So we head to the bottom of the third. It'll be back to, Thurman, the 9-hole hitter, then back to the top of the order for Macarthur.
Batting for Macarthur.
Well,
Number
again,
17,
so you get to he handled the first pass through the lineup pretty well. So you turn this lineup over. Let's see what the Highlanders can do. See for the second time.
First pitch from Garrett up and in, ball 1. Faced 4 in the first, 4 in the second. Got 2 strikeouts last inning to really help his own cause. That's in there for a strike. So 1-1 the count.
Updated Elgin. Nobles hit a 2-run home run. It's going to be 4-3 at that game. Just like this game, a huge game in the district standings.
Swing and a miss by Thurman. 1-2.
And speaking of district standings, Eric, we want to remind you on Monday, if you want to see some good high school baseball, we'll have the Carl Albert Piedmont game on the Oklahoma Sports Network. That'll be for first place in that district too, the other West Side district.
Swing and a miss for out number 1 to Thurman. That'll take us back to the top of the lineup for Julian Love. Yeah, that'll be a good one there. If you want to watch some good baseball, catch that. And that some tradition there, but Carl Albert's always good. Piedmont's been
Piedmont's up and coming.
Boy.
They've really, I guess they kind of had a little cousin that plays for them. He's their number 3 pitcher, and so their 1 and 2 have been pretty rock solid this whole year. So, and a little Lawton connection coaching the Carl Albert Titans now. My former assistant Ryan Whiteley. So, yeah.
Ooh, in there for a strike. Good curveball there by Garrett. Love grounded to third his first time up. This one lifted high and deep to left field. This could be way out of here, and it is. Love with the home run to left, the solo home run. Now, no doubter about that one.
Yeah, that ball left is like that was not coming down for a while. He got a curveball kind of hung up and he demolished it. Again, we talked about getting one up in the jet stream. That one got up there. And
yeah.
that was you can tell their left fielder took about 2 steps back and just kind of was still looking.
That ball was hit though. It'd play out of here even on a calm day for sure.
Oh,
but
yes,
the home run by Love cuts into that Macarthur or the Duncan lead.
Well, that gives you confidence. Again, second time to see Garrett. And now you get your first guy that does that hits a home run, so that's going to boost your lineup's confidence. Those guys come up there now. Hey, we've seen it once. There's nothing. We're getting settled down. We know what he's got.
Here's the first pitch to Zeller, misses
outside, low. I don't know either.
1-0.
Catcher active.
Didn't act like he moved a lot, but
didn't act like he was surprised it was a ball. Probably was outside. So
this one is fouled back over our heads.
I would guess outside because after you give up a shot like that one right before that, you probably want to keep.
Don't want to come inside.
You don't want to give one back on the inner half of the plate.
I agree. Zeller grounded out to second his first time up. Here's the 1-1 by Garrett, and the curveball is grounded to the left side, fielded by the shortstop. Here's the throw across, and gets him by half a step. Barham with the throw kind of off balance, moving to his right across the body, and gets Zeller by. That's pretty close play over at first.
Yeah, well, he's throwing pretty much directly into the wind right there. That ball had a loop on it, trying to. He couldn't get a whole lot on it, and then throwing into the wind. That's just almost a bang play at first, but Kent Lewis gets that one right though. That's a good call.
So Brown, the pitcher, will step in. He drew the 2-out walk his first time up, then got forced out at second on the fielder's choice to end the first. Swing and a miss, way out ahead of the off-speed pitch. 1-1 the count to Brown. This one fouled back. Kind of out ahead of that one, too. So 1-2 the count to Brown.
Yeah. Timing was a little better on that, and that's a pitch he probably wishes he could get again because that ball just off speed, but it stays up, and he had a chance to launch one, just couldn't get up to it.
Vaughn is on deck. Should Brown reach? This one stays high. 2-1. Gerbald just out of the zone. So 2-2 the count to Brown. And a swing and a miss. So after the home run by Julian Love, Garrett gets Brown to strike out to end the inning. But Macarthur does get on the board. They had the 1 run on the 1 hit. No one left on as we head to the top of the 4th. It's Duncan 4, Macarthur 1. Watching the game of the week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
Back at Macarthur, the Duncan Demons leads Macarthur Highlanders 4-1 as we head to the top of the fourth inning. Back to the top of the lineup. This will be the third time already in 4 innings that Macarthur has led off with their leadoff hitter. So Bryson Brookshire has scored on the other 2 times he's batted. He had the double in the first, had the base on balls in the third. Both times came around to score.
You know, if you're Duncan, offensively, this game's gone pretty well for you. Again, you're seeing your third time up in the fourth inning, starting your lineup over. So that means you've got something going pretty good.
First pitch, low, ball 1. And remember, they just scored the 3 runs. They got the 2-run homer by Barham in the third, but they strained it. Here's the ball
right
way out, and that's going to carry. You're talking about getting into the jet stream.
Well, that one didn't.
There it goes.
That one was definitely wind blown because that ball didn't clear the fence very much. That's on a normal day that might not even reach it, but that you could just see it barely get over the wall. But again, just enough wind blowing out that line drive, get out of here.
So tack on another one for Duncan. They extend their lead back to 4 runs, 5-1 the score. Well, I was just about to say Duncan left the bases loaded last inning. They left some runs out there, but capitalized right there. That'll bring up Eli Ramirez, the center fielder. He's 0 for 1, did walk in the first. Good breaking pitch in there for a strike.
Oh.
And that bounced. That bounced.
That's a 58-footer right there.
That was almost out in the batter's box, but Ramirez could not hold up. Would you say he was fooled on that one?
I think he was guessing on that one.
Maybe.
I think he thought
this curveball is fouled back. See if that blows back. I don't
right
think. Maybe it is. It is. See, you can't give up on it today with the way the wind was blowing. So a good job by Love there. Did not give up. Got rid of the mask right over here by the Duncan dugout and catches the foul ball for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, we're here at the press box. I couldn't see exactly where that was going to be. I thought it was going to be farther down the line. I saw Veld coming, and then I looked down, and again, Love's right there. So
that bring up Chago Barham, who hit the ton last time. This ball lifted to right field, and that's going to hold up. Just not going to fly that way. And the right fielder, Burke, comes over and makes the play.
Yeah, again, that ball just he hit it, but you can see it kind of hold up. Late on the deal, probably was going to tail a little bit toward right field, so the wind kind of held it right there. And again, Burke had plenty of time to get in the gap.
I bring up Barnard. First pitch to him is low, ball 1. Yeah, that ball kind of hit. It was tailing, so he didn't get to turn over, and that kind of makes it hold up against the wind. That one up tile. 2-0. Barnard doubled in the first. He reached on the air in the third. This one is popped way up in the air. Let's see where the wind blows this one. Everyone converging. The call is over there, and Vaughn finally takes control and makes the third out. But the Demons do tack on a run with 1 hit. That's the big home run by Brookshire. As we head to the bottom of the fourth, it's Duncan 5, Macarthur 1. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
Back at Macarthur for the game of the week on the Oklahoma Sports Network. It's Duncan 5, Macarthur 1. For Macarthur in this bottom of the fourth will be Vaughn, DeLong, and Burke. Seen a couple balls hit out of this field already today. Wind blowing out and you'd expect the ball sailing pretty good to the left side. Not traveling well to the right side at all, Matt, but the left side, it's like you said earlier, there's a jet stream blowing out of here.
Yeah, 3 home runs, 2 by Duncan, 1 by Mac, and again, Duncan will be able to capitalize the extra. There was a 2-run home run on one of theirs, and a solo shot, and then Mac's a solo shot. And, no lead's probably safe today. I mean, because the way the wind's blowing out, you could run off 3 or 4 out of this park pretty easy.
That one stays up top. So 2-0 the count to Vaughn. Vaughn grounded out in the first. This one hit deep to left field. Let's see if this one has the distance. Now called on about where the warning track would be, and it's hauled in by the left fielder Garland. That one just didn't stay up there long enough for the wind to help push it.
Yeah, again, that one hit more toward the gap, and so you could probably start it out more in the actual gap, and it gets blown back toward the left fielder about to the right side of the scoreboard there. That ball needs to start at the scoreboard, and that's where it really would catch that good wind blowing it out of here.
Let's bring up DeLong, the lefty. He struck out in the second. Here's a chopper foul. 0-1.
Another home run for Noble.
So the ball's blowing out there as well. Yeah. Got an update on the score. 4-3 now.
That's 4-4, I think.
4-4.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, they've said 2 or 3 home runs up there, probably 3, I think, up there as well. So again, mirrors this game.
Yeah, bunt attempt is bunted foul. So 0-2 the count there. So I'm assuming that field probably sits the same direction this one does. Elgin's reverse, so that's not going out blowing out at Elgin if it was there. So Garrett ahead 0-2. Here's that pitch to DeLong and just misses outside 1-2. And curveball bites down a little low, so 2-2. We talk about making you feel older. I've known Bo DeLong since he was basically in diapers. He running around up here when my son was playing with his older brother. And here's a ground ball down the first base line, gobbled up by the first baseman there, Barnard, and he'll step on the bag for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Caden Burke, the right fielder. Burke grounded out to second in the second inning.
Now batting number 11, Caden Burke.
Again, I was kind of getting to enjoy the Duncan dugouts right here in front of us, and Coach Oliver, he old school guy. He still signals in pitches. It's not he doesn't have the wristband numbering system. And
it's big signals. I mean, it's a lot of signals.
The kind of the 0-2 fastball, or 1-2 fastball they threw a while ago was was kind of wondering what was coming because it was different than everything. It was a different sign than he had given most of the day. So
0-1 to Burke. And swings through that one 0-2.
Hey, he does have a good. That's pretty much a straight change right there. You can see his arm action. Just he sells it well. The arm looks just like he's throwing the fastball, but it's a good 7-8, maybe more miles per hour off of his fastball.
-2 is outside. So 1-2 the count. Five to 1 the score here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And that one way up high, so 2-2 the count now on Burke. The bottom mile waits on deck. This one is popped up to the right side. Wind should blow this one back, and first baseman cannot make the play. Arnold comes in. I saw him go down, but did not make the play. Long run for him. He was playing him back quite a ways.
Yeah, Coach Long was he was having to dance to get out of the way right there. And he get that the wind blowing like it was. They're out there talking about it. Coach Long was like, "Hey, I was getting out of there. You kind of changed directions on me a little bit." So
count remains 2-2. 2 outs here in the fourth. Shakes him off, so Garrett gets his sign he wants. Here's the pitch, and just missed outside. 3-2. That ball coming back, but not enough. So Burke has battled back from an 0-2 count all the way to full. Trying to get on here in the bottom of the fourth. This ball's hit in left field. The ball's hit well, but right at the left fielder, who now kind of goes down to a knee and then down on his behind to field that one. But the Macarthur Highlanders go 1-2-3 here in the fourth. We head to the top of the fifth. It's Duncan 5, Macarthur 1.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Back in Macarthur, where the Duncan Demons lead the Macarthur Highlanders 5-1 here in the game of the week. Top of the fifth, it'll be Pogue, Giles, and Cross for the Demons. Still on the mound for Macarthur is Brown. He's gone the whole way. Got a couple balls up, and the way the wind is blowing out, the Demons have made him pay. The 2 home runs and really balls that hit well, but then the wind. If you get the ball up, it's going to be out of here.
Well, again, Brown, he's he's got a chance here to kind of limit how many times he's going to see the top of the order again. So this needs to be a pretty good inning, so he can again get that top of the order coming up in the in those last couple innings and not see a big inning. You might see him twice, so you don't want to do that here. Already down 4.
First pitch to Pogue, the catcher, high ball 1. Pogue's 1 for 2, did have the single in the third. He grounded out in the first. And way out ahead of that breaking pitch 1-1. And that one stayed a little high. Yeah, you kind of see sometimes when he drops that shoulder a little bit, he just kind of stays up.
His elbow is one thing. He kind of drops that elbow down. When he gets low, he can't get on top of the ball to pull it down, and everything wants to kind of or sail on him a little bit.
3-1 the count to Pogue. Giles, the DH, is on deck. And that's low, ball 4. So the leadoff walk by Pogue puts him on first. We'll get a courtesy runner for him, number 7.
Yeah, that's still Gabriel Murillo. He ran that was courtesy ran last time.
So Giles, the DH, he's flew out and struck out. Squares the bunt and misses it. Throw behind him, and Pogue or dives back in. What was it, Murillo again?
Yeah, Murillo.
Dives back in.
Yeah, that was not a real good bunt attempt. Jabbing at it. You got try to teach your kid. Hey, just sit back, let it come. Here, you're in a sacrifice situation. Just get it down. Try not to get it right to the pitcher.
And that one's fouled back trying to bunt. So does not get the sacrifice down. 0-2 the count to Giles. No, that'll make a coach mad.
Hey, I know a guy that would have given it right back again.
He might. That's right.
No, it was no mind about it. It was coming again. You had 2 chances.
And he does right here again, and this time he gets it down. Bunts right back to the pitcher. Brown takes the force out at first, but the sacrifice works.
Coach Dennis thought he'd be proud right there. Get that 2-strike bunt.
By golly.
Yeah,
you're going to do it.
3 chances to do it. You've got to get it down one of the times.
So Cross, the third baseman, steps in. Cross is 1 for 2 with a single. Did strike out in the second. So runner at second with 1 out. And here's the ground ball right through the legs of the first baseman into right field. Coming around third. And he'll hold up there because the throw comes in. It's a pretty good one. And back to third goes the base runner. But Cross with the hit to right.
That ball got
was
by
a missile.
Bell before. Bell was up tight. He's on the grass right there. That ball, the line drive it's by him before he even hardly gets a chance to move a glove. That's a clean hit. But that's how hard that ball's hit. That on a normal day, that's you score easily from second. He barely makes the turn at third base when Burke's throwing the ball back in. So I think any kind of throw at all, he'd have been dead to rights at the plate.
So Garland back in. He got pinch hit for back in the third, but went back in, re-entered. So he's back up to play. Here's a square and takes that high, ball 1.
You get a visit right here from Coach DeLong.
So the runner at first is off the walk by Jackson Pogue. Had a courtesy runner for him over at third. First base is Jeffrey Cross, who has 2 singles today. Ronnie going to talk about.
I think this is what do you do right here if they try a force balk right here. They showed a safety squeeze situation, probably trying to maybe set something up. So. Just kind of making sure get everybody on the same page. So, whatever happens, you're prepared for it defensively.
Matt, talk about our other game that's going to be featured next week.
Again, we'll probably on the I believe it'll be on the Carl Albert channel. Carl Albert and Piedmont on the Monday of next week is going to, again, that's for first and second in that district, and barring what happens today. But both those teams, again, just kind of the back end of their districts the same way. Top 4 teams playing each other for the last 3 weeks. So, and then we'll be back here
Tuesday,
for a huge one here with the Elgin Owls. If they could pull out a win here at Noble today, that game's still tied up 4-4. But Elgin would be sitting. If Elgin can win, they'll be sitting in first place, and be a huge district matchup Monday and Tuesday.
The bunt attempt, and here comes Veld comes on his horse, charging in, pitches outside, and Garland pulls it back. So 2-0 the count to Garland. Let's see what they've got going on here. Eh? Duncan trying to get another run across. Squares, and attempt is missed.
Well, it's a safety squeeze. You see Vaughn, he's at third base. He's watching Murillo. If Murillo comes, Vaughn will come. So until the runner at third breaks, Vaughn will stay back. But that's the deal. If you get that squeeze down in front of him, then it's kind of telling what can happen.
And swing away here, and runner goes. Throw down to second is not in time. So the stolen base by Cross.
Yeah, a little delay steal right there by Cross. He waited really late to take off, and just no chance for Love to throw him out.
The runner stays at third, so now runners at second and third. And here's a foul ball down the left field line that's going to stay in, but long run, wind blowing that way, and no chance for either Vaughn or Thurman to come get that one.
Vaughn running it, that ball blown away from him the whole time. It's not hardly fair.
So 2-2 the count. Runners again at second and third with one out. Duncan leads 5-1. Looking to extend that lead. And this one's fouled back. This one will get out of play quickly. Over in the chopped up turf over there. And swing and a miss. Big strikeout there for the second out of the inning for Brown. And that'll bring up Ryan Samuels. Samuels, the right fielder, is 0 for 2. He's grounded out to first and grounded out to third. First pitch in there for a strike. Fastball right at the knees. So runners at second and third, 2 outs now. That curveball catches the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Brown working fast, ready to go. Here's the delivery, and just outside. Good spot there.
That's exactly where Love was set up, though. That'd be, he's probably, 6 inches off the corner, right there.
Oh, ball grounded right up the middle. That'll get through for a base hit. That'll score 1 around third. Here comes the throw, and it will be not in time. So the 2 RBI single by Samuels plates another 2 across for Duncan.
Yeah, that's 1-2, a little too good a pitch right there. That's the fastball again. He just got it more in the middle of the plate than he wanted to. Probably was still trying to get outside a little bit, and you just again, you make a mistake, that good teams will make you pay for it.
So that's back to the top of the order. That is Brookshire. And Brookshire had the home run last time up. So you got to be careful with him. Brookshire's not that big, but he hit that last one well. He's been on 3 times, scored all 3 times. Squares to bunt, takes it back 2-0.
I would imagine if this gets into an even count or something like that they would not hesitate to start Samuels up with the top of the order up. If you get thrown out at second, now you got your top of the order coming right back up. But if he gets it, you get in scoring position. So
that's in there for a strike, 2-1.
Now, like right here, this would be probably a good pitch right here to start him up. If he gets a curveball, so be it. If you swing through it, he probably steals the base.
Doesn't have a big lead there, though. He goes. Here's the throw down, and it is in time. So just like Matt said, they try the steal, but gets caught stealing for the 3rd out of the inning. So that'll bring Brookshire back up at when we get there. But Duncan does plate 2 more on the single by Samuels. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, it's Duncan 7, Macarthur 1. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We are celebrating.
Here at Pam and Barry's team, we've been helping you through the real estate process for more than 20 years.
We want to thank you for choosing our team to help you.
We sold our house at full asking price, and it took less than about a week to get our full asking price with Pam and Barry.
Don't go at it alone.
Let us handle it all here.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Back at Macarthur, where the Duncan Demons added a couple runs there in the top half of the fifth. 7-1 the score for Macarthur. It'll be Tabanamaw, Veld, and Thurman.
Batting for the Highlanders, number 27.
Garrett's still on the mound for Duncan. Tabanamaw was hit by a pitch, the very first pitch he saw back in the second inning. That one was right in there for a strike. This lower half of the Macarthur lineup has struggled a little bit with Garrett today.
Again, the one run on the one hit is not
Yeah.
the whole lineup.
Yeah, only
not
one hit.
really,
Yeah, that's a good point.
He's done a pretty good job of keeping them off balance.
Yeah, really. There's a ball grounded to the right side. It's right over the bag. Will be taken there by Barnard, and he'll step on the bag to get Tabanamaw for the first out. Yeah, aside from the walk in the first and the hit by the pitch in the second, then the home run to Love. Really, that's about all the trouble he's had. So it'll be Aiden Veld, the first baseman. He struck out in the second. Inside just a little, ball one.
A little update from Noble. Elgin has retaken the lead going to the bottom of the fifth inning. They're up 5-4. So another good ball game. Again, these top four teams
good one there.
on both these West Side districts are
swing and a miss there by Veld.
Giving a great back half of the season. So
5A is good. 5A in the west side of the state especially is really good this year. At least the top halves of all the districts. Bottom halves aren't quite as good, but there's some good baseball in the top halves. And just got a piece of that, I think. 1 and 2 to Veld. Thurman, the left fielder, on deck. He's the 9-hole hitter. And this one is grounded again to first base. Barnard, no trouble with that one. He'll step on the bag. So 2 ground balls to first here in the fifth. And that's 2 outs. That'll bring up Spencer Thurman. Thurman, the left fielder, did strike out, like I said, in the second or third. Not real sure what you're going to questions about here, but
yeah, I think that's more of a hey,
2 outs, no one on.
Just a little pep talk.
What you got going on here?
7-1.
Get a hit.
Just a little pep talk. Yeah,
hit the ball. Let's go.
Hey.
I mean,
start us off.
What are you going to say?
Because
Garrett's been around. Like I say, he had the one walk and the one hit batsman, and that's about it. He's been around the plate most of the night. As I say that, he misses there. 0-1. That's the old broadcaster jinx. What do you?
Yeah,
never fails.
You are famous. For
I know.
That too.
There's a swing and a miss. That's usually in football, though. That's not usually in baseball. No, 1-1 the count to Spencer Thurman. That way up. 2-1 the count. You know, I don't know. We don't have a pitch count, but Garrett's been pretty thrifty with his pitches. So that one misses the inside.
Well,
we're 3-1.
We're in the 5th inning. I'm going to guess he's probably around 60.
Yeah, he hasn't thrown a lot. I mean,
he has a pretty quick inning. So, but even a quick inning, a lot of times it's 12 pitches. So it's that's the so it's.
And there for a strike. Thurman turned and was ready to take the base on balls, but called a strike. So that's a full count now. Top of the lineup if he gets on. And that one's outside. So he does draw the walk with 2 outs.
I'm sorry, I was doing math in my head. I was saying more. I was thinking 15 pitches an inning, but yeah. So I'm gonna guess 75-ish. I'm gonna say probably. So that's gonna get a visit from Coach Oliver right there. So right here before he heads back to the top of the lineup. Hey, just
and also I bet he's gonna say something. Hey, this is the guy that hit the ball, crushed the ball over the left field fence the last time up. So, let's don't give him anything on the inner half probably.
Well, it's not the deal. It's probably just say, hey, you don't have to go right at him. If you're gonna, make sure you throw your pitch right here on this first pitch. You don't have just to get in front. Don't throw one right down the screws and see if how far you can hit it. So, be patient. Do good. Keep doing move the ball in and out. Again, stay out of the middle of the plate and make him hit your pitch.
The only way that Garland out in left field could get much further back is if he was up on top of the wall, because he's way back there for Love. They play him deep all the way around, pretty much straight up and deep in the infield. So Love 1 for 2, who did have that big home run in the 3rd. That's the only run for Macarthur. And the curveball starts him off. Foul ball, strike 1. Don't want to hang that to Love. And Love calls timeout. Wind kind of blowing around, and it's granted.
So, got a little update. Ike and Santa Fe South in a district matchup. Got a text message from one of our friends. The Santa Fe scored 15 runs in the first inning. It took an hour.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Santa Fe South. Not Emmett Santa Fe. Santa Fe South. So,
wow.
That's not the start you want to get on.
Not what you want to get on, yeah. So 0-2 the count to Julian Love, the catcher. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Strike 3. So the strikeout ends the inning for Macarthur. They do strand the 1 on the base on balls by Thurman. But as we head to the top of the 6th, it's still Duncan 7, Macarthur 1. Watching the game of the week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Do you have questions about your retirement? As a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, Waugh, Lavender & Associates can help. With the exclusive Confident Retirement approach, you'll work one-on-one with an advisor to develop a retirement roadmap to help get you where you want to go. Call us today.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Back to Macarthur, where the Duncan Demons lead the Macarthur Highlanders 7-1 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Still on the mound for Macarthur is Brown. He'll face Brookshire again. I mean, Brookshire has been on. This will be the 4th time he's led off an inning, so and done fairly well. He hadn't got him out yet. He doubled in the 1st, homered in the 4th, and a walk in between, and scored all 3 of those times. So it counts for 3 of the Duncan runs. The home run was a solo, so only 1 RBI.
Batting for the Demons, number 6.
It's imperative that that Brown go out here and he's got to throw 2 scoreless right here and give Macarthur a chance. You cannot afford to tack on any extra runs.
Starts him off with a strike.
With the way that Garrett's throwing.
That misses just outside, so 1-1. I'm sorry, the count. Don't know pitch count, but Brown's probably getting up there. He's got a few. Had that long 3rd inning that really kind of extended him, but we'll see what his numbers are. Things you got to worry about these days in high school baseball. And that stays inside, so 2-1. Eli Ramirez on deck. And the walk to Brookshire gets him on again. So he's been on every inning, led off 4 of the 6 innings, and he's got on every time.
So what are we going to get right here? We're looking in the dugout.
Looks
so
like maybe a pinch.
We're looking in the dugout, and we're going to get a runner right here,
maybe.
They're not looking at the. We're not
Yeah,
looking
I
at the
think
batter.
it's going to be a runner, number 9.
Yep. So that's Mason Immel. Going to pinch run for the Demons.
So I would imagine Brookshire probably comes back in, but so Immel comes in to run. That'll bring up Eli Ramirez. Ramirez walked in the 1st, flew out or popped out to 2nd and to the catcher.
I would not be shocked right here if this is a bunt. Get that runner in scoring position. Again, trying to tack on another an insurance run. Big.
We got Barham waiting on deck. Here's the bunt down the first base line. It's a good one. Picked up there by Brown, and he barely gets him at first. So the sacrifice does work.
What a great bunt! Wow, the push bunt down the. Again, pitcher's got to covering that side. And I mean, that's a good job by Brown because that's a tough bunt. That's all the way. I mean, he gets that probably a foot away from the line. That's a pretty solid effort.
Tough play by Brown to come off that, and then he's got to throw right down the line with the runner running it down. So, but a good job. Got the sacrifice, got the out. So runner at 2nd. This is Chago Barham, and you don't want to mess around with him.
Well, and you got advantage right here. You have first base open. I mean, you got a chance to kind of to unintentionally, intentionally, walk him right here. You can throw your pitch, keep away from him, don't give him anything on the half, make him hit a ball to the right side. He's going to go for the swing, but I don't think he's going to see anything really good right here at all with first base open.
2-0 the count. And Barham calls for time, and there's granted time. Barham did have that big home run in the 3rd, a 2-run shot. Flew out to right field in the 3rd. This ball fouled back. Had a big cut at that one.
That's a curveball that hung up in the middle of the plate, and just luckily it was about shoulder high instead of letter high because he had a huge hack.
So 2-1 the count to Barham. That buzzed the tower right inside, almost hit him.
But
3-1.
But again, though, you see that's I know he's probably trying to get back inner half or something like that. But that's that elbow dropping down and the ball sailing on him again. And it's been all game long. That's happened.
And that's called ball 4.
That's a good looking pitch. But I'm pretty sure they were set up off the plate outside, just trying to see if he'd chase the fastball. And give him credit. That's just He'll take it over to his 4-hole right here.
So Barham draws the one-out walk. Runners at first and second now for Blake Barnard. Barnard got on in the first with a double.
Breaking ball gets in there for a strike. Again, ground ball right here gets you out of the inning. If you get the right ground ball, but your infield, you got the infield shifted over to the right side. Oh, that ball's hit.
Can you see it? I can't see it. That's fair. He calls it fair. Ball's fair. It's down, and the force hits the throw comes in. Runners had to hold up to make sure it wasn't going to get caught. And
that got even where we couldn't see it down
Barnum
in the
down the right field. So the hit falls in. So that'll load the bases up. Everyone moves up. The throw coming in hits Shuggo Barnum. But now Macarthur will have to move the runners in, or the fielders in. They'll play them double play depth up the middle, and first and third they're going to play them up on the edge of the grass. So that'll bring up Jackson Pogue. Pogue's 1 for 2. Ooh, that's inside. Ball one.
That's probably lucky that didn't get him. That ball got in there pretty tight.
And swing and a miss. 1-1. Pogue grounded to second in the first, had that single in the third, then walked and scored in the fifth. That's in there for a strike. So 1-2 the count.
Got a little sunshine finally.
Yeah.
It's been overcast and cloudy. It had much of the sun's going to peek through.
And the swing on the curveball and comes up empty for the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Demons, number 27.
So bases still loaded with 2 outs now. That'll bring up Preston Giles, the DH. Giles had to sacrifice bunt his last time up. Oh, and that bits him in the noggin, and that's going to be a run, as that'll move everyone up 90 feet.
And again, we saw the batter with Pogue. The first pitch almost got him high and tight, and that one just gets away from Brown and costs him a run. Yeah, they put a pinch runner in. Let's see if we can get a number there. Turn one way or the other.
Yeah, turn around there.
I guess number one,
I think. Yeah, it's not very big.
Ben Spalding. Good baseball name.
Well, I can't. So Giles gets the RBI. That runs the score 8-1, increases the lead. Now, is this still the same? Is this still cross here at the plate? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yep.
Making sure we didn't have a change there. So we got the pinch runner in for Giles at first. Barnes at third, Barnard at second. And that'll bring up Jeffrey Cross. Cross, the third baseman. He had a single his last time up. And a stolen base. Actually had 2 singles, so he's 2 for 3. This ball grounded to the right side over the glove of DeLong into right field. That'll score 1. Here comes the second around. Ball is bobbled out and right. They'll send the runner home. Here's going to be a play at the plate. It is got him at third or at home. So the throw comes in from center field. Clark with a strike to Love, and that gets Giles at home, or the runner for Giles at home. But 2 runs do score on the single. Let me get my stuff here. So that makes the score 10-1. The Demons score 3 on 2 hits. They do strand a runner. So we head to the bottom of the 6th. It's Duncan 10, Macarthur 1. Watching the game of the week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Waste is dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer residential trash services for Lawton's outlying communities. We are a locally owned company. We're fast, professional, and affordable. High-quality customer service is our #1 focus, and we deliver every time. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every problem has a solution. Waste Solutions. Call or click today.
Back in Macarthur, I'm trying to still get that all down from a while ago. Still get that. So we had, okay. All right. Then we get all updated now. 10-1 the scores. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. For Macarthur, it'll be Zeller, Brown, and Vaughn.
Batting for the Highlanders, #1, Cage Zeller.
So Zeller steps in. Zeller is 0 for 2 today.
I mean, the bottom of the 6th. All right.
Still on the mound is Garrett for Duncan. Here's the pitch, and this one fouled back over our heads. 0-1 the count.
All right. Yep, bye.
0-1 to Zeller. Garrett worked a little slower now, and that pitch outside 1-1. Zeller trying to get things going here in the bottom of the 6th for the Highlanders. And that's swing and a miss.
Yeah,
1-2 or 1-2.
Not the pitch you want to be swinging at. Down 9. That's a ball that's letter to shoulder high. That's a little more patience.
I feel like the wind's picking up maybe a little more, even kind of whipping around. Hard to believe. Ooh, just about. That was just off the inside corner, so 2-2. I think Pogue thought he got him.
Yeah, they got it bumped up to like 24 now, so we got about 6
I heard
mile
it
an hour
whipping.
more.
It sounded like it's whipping just a little bit more than it was. Still blowing the same direction, so that out to left field. And the curveball in the dirt.
Yeah, that
just about hit him.
They got a piece of Pogue's arm right there on the hop on that curveball. You got to see him. Catcher though,
Yeah, they got to be tough.
Yeah.
Tough or dumb? I'm not sure which one, but or a little of both maybe.
Yeah, your son.
I know he was. He
so.
was. That's right. I'd tell him that too. There's the leadoff walk for Zeller.
He texted, your son did text me today, see if we were coming up. He forgot we were doing ball game.
Yeah.
I see if we were coming up for Bedlam. OU OSU.
Yeah, I gave him my tickets, so.
O'Brate, so.
So Steve Brown, the pitcher, steps in. He's 0 for 1 with a walk today. Only the 3rd time through the lineup. Garrett will step off, and Zeller goes back. Zeller pretty good wheels at first.
You can't afford to really put
can't put him in motion.
Down 9, you got to get a lot of guys to the plate to, try to even, your goal right here would be to try to cut it in half. Cut it, get 4 or 5 right here, and then get, try to hold it and go to that bottom of the 7th and make something happen. If you get a big rally going, then be a great deal to go. But your goal here is just, you got to get something.
You got to hang a crooked number. Swing and a miss there. So 0-2 the count quickly on Brown. Yeah, you got to get something. You only had one hit. It was the home run, so that's just all they've got. All they've managed off of Garrett. And a swing and a miss. So Brown goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Rhett Vaughn, the third baseman.
Now batting number 7, Rhett Vaughn.
Update from Noble headed to the bottom of the 7th inning. Elgin leads Noble 6-4, so if they can close this out, that again would put them in the driver's seat for the 5A2 title.
And that's going to give it to where if they can win that, they're going to be swept to get out of it, right? Even if they just make a split, they'd still have a piece of it.
To get it back tied, yeah, they could probably lose one still, and depending on how everything falls. But
this ball hit to the right side. Let's see if this one stays in or not. It is foul. I can't even see it over there. So 1-1 the count to Vaughn. I think that ball hit a little harder. The wind might have pushed it back in, but kind of off the end of the bat and spinning that way. So here's the 1-1. Runner goes, and the pitch is in there for a strike. To throw down, he's safe. Ziller steals that one by a good margin. But the pitch was called a strike, so it's 1-2. And Ziller got a huge jump there, so. The 1-2 is in there for a strike, called through. Strike 3. Froze him.
Yeah, Garrett reached back a little bit on that one. That ball, was not his normal, just smooth. He had probably one of his better pitches of the day. That ball knee high, right on the outer half of the plate. Just a really good pitch.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Bo DeLong. DeLong 0 for 2, strikeout and a ground out to first. Runner at second, 2 outs. 10-1 the score. And that one fouled off of his ankle. Ouch, that'll hurt.
Yeah, I was kind of watching Barnum out there at short. He was kind of holding us like, why you're up, you're 9. Why you just play defense right here? That run means absolutely nothing out there. So you just stay in the hole, play defense, and get your outs. I think he realized what was going on. He kind of went behind and said, I don't need to be over here. So I think they'll concede any kind of lead that Zeller wants to get.
0-1 to count to DeLong. Runner goes. That ball is fouled back. Coach DeLong telling her, you better make sure you. Oh, it's not.
That's not Coach DeLong. So.
Sorry.
But I think that's another one. Like you just tried to steal third with an open throw from the catcher. You're down 9. It's not probably the headiest play that you need to make right there because, again, your run doesn't mean a whole lot unless you can string another 7 behind it.
So 0-2. And curveball stays upstairs. So 1-2 to DeLong. If DeLong can extend it, it'd be Caden Burke. Then Bonemaw, sorry. Garrett's set, runner goes, and that one's fouled off. And he didn't get a huge jump on that either. Kind of got a walking lead, but not a huge. I don't know if they even throw down.
He might not, but again, it probably depends on where the 2 strike. If it's a close pitch, he probably needs to try to make sure if it's frame it, make sure it stays in there, and not blocking umpire's view.
There's a pitch. Runner goes again. Ball's outside and kind of. Oh, they call a strike?
Ooh,
I thought it was
really?
outside.
They call that. Wow.
Called that a strike. Yeah. So the strikeout to end the inning. So the Macarthur Highlanders do strand the 1. They go no runs on no hits, the 1 walk. Let's one stay on base as we head to the top of the 7th. It's Duncan 10, Macarthur 1. Watching the game of the week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hey there, I'm Trent Logan. Just so happens, I like to sell houses the fancy way. Hello, here for paint night.
Sit down, Trent.
That ready? What's the deal? You guys didn't bring your own gear? I'm so dadgum fancy. When I do art and stuff, I don't even have time to take a break. Tender me, babe. You know, you can buy or sell your house with any realtor, but if you want to do it the fancy way, call me. Cheers.
Feet. We use them every day, working, playing, and usually taking them for granted. If your feet hurt, see the professionals at Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic. They've been serving Southwest Oklahoma for the past 36 years, providing the highest quality care and combining the latest technology with old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. With 3 locations to serve you, Lawton, Duncan, and Altus. Call today or visit us online at swokfoot.com.
Back at Macarthur. Have the pitching change as we head to the top of the 7th. Gage Zeller comes in to pitch. He'll move over from the shortstop position as Bo DeLong will slide over to the shortstop.
Yeah.
Who went to Zeller's?
So
Okay.
Yeah, little Zeller's at second.
Okay, Thatcher Zeller goes to second base. So then, do we have any other changes there, or is that it?
Don't
think that's it.
think that's it. Yeah.
Okay, we'll try to get those if we mess up. So for Duncan to lead things off here in the 7th, it'll be Garland, followed by Samuels, then back to the top of the order. So Raymond Garland, he's batted twice. He walked and struck out. Here's a pop-up to the left side. Ooh, called on over there by Bo DeLong. Finally calls off. Vaughn was camped under, but DeLong comes over and takes it away. But that's the first out of the inning. Yeah, that's what shortstops do. They're the captain, right? So that'll bring up Ryan Samuels. Samuels, the right fielder. First pitch to Samuels, ball 1. Ooh, and that almost hit him. So 2-0 the count.
So we'll let you know Elgin did hold on up at Noble, so they were returning that first place in 5A2. We will see them again here next week on the second day of district play next Tuesday.
This ball hit to right center field, gonna hold up, and the right fielder Burke comes in, makes the call, makes the out. That'll take us back to the top of the order. Bryson Brookshire.
Now batting number 6, Bryson Brookshire.
Brookshire's been on every time he's batted. He's had quite a game. He's had a double, a home run, and 2 walks, scored 4 runs, had the 1 RBI. And that just about gets him.
They got behind him, I think. He does pitch like his dad, though. I mean, I'll give him that credit.
Well, there's one that it does bounce in the dirt, but 2-0 the count. I don't think that was 58.
That might not have been. That one barely got on the dirt.
And that one's outside. So three pitches to go all the way to the backstop on that.
Well, he said he's thrown one behind the batter, one that barely got on the dirt in front of the batter, and the other one on the outside of the batter's box on the other side of the plate. So I think he centers one up.
Yeah, well,
between those three, it'd be right.
Split the difference, right?
Close, yeah.
Sports Network.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
You ever have a meal so good you want to dance? If you haven't yet, you will. At Gangnam Style Korean Barbecue, that's our goal. We serve only the best in Korean cuisine. We've got several different flavors of bulgogi and fried rice, premium fish plates, and sushi. Our customers love us, and you will too. Check out our menu and even order online. Come on in and we'll show you how we do it Gangnam Style.
Back at Macarthur, we head to the bottom of the 7th here on the Game of the Week. It's Duncan 10, Macarthur 1. Last chance for Macarthur will be Caden Burke, Tabanama, and Veld. Got to get some base runners here. Got to get them started.
Number 11,
Still on the mound for Duncan. Garrett's gone the whole distance, and he's pitched to Jim. One hitter. That was a home run, but everything else he's been very efficient at. And first pitch inside, ball one. Back to only, he's allowed the 1-2 walks and a hit by pitch and then the home run. That's the only runners that have been on. This ball ground to the third base, picked up there nicely, and thrown across is Cross to Barnard for the first out. Nice pickup on the short hop by Barnard. I'm sorry, by Cross. And makes the good throw. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Caden Tabanama.
Now batting number 27, Caden Tabanama.
Swing and a miss by Tabanama on the first one, 0-1. And out in front of that one. So 0-2 quickly to the bottom. Veld on deck for the Highlanders. This ball lined into center field for a base hit. Only the second hit of the day for Macarthur. And that'll bring up Veld. So a little life here from Macarthur with one out. And look, we're going to get a pinch runner, probably.
Looks like it. You know, just kind of going back.
This will be the second time, so tomorrow will have to come out, right?
Well, yeah, because you're bottom of the 7th. There, you
doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, if you don't make it up, it's not going to matter. But just kind of going back to let's look back at the scorecard from 2 weeks ago when we had Elgin Eisenhower. Garrett goes 6 innings in that game. No hits, 12 strikeouts. Going into this inning,
19.
7.
So Graham will run for bottom on.
So going into this, he's going into the 7th inning. At that point, had given up 1 hit coming into this inning and 6 strikeouts for the day. So he's
pretty efficient.
In our deal, we've had him for 13 innings and he struck out 18 up into starting this inning.
First pitch in there for a strike to Veld. Veld 0 for 2. He grounded out in the 5th, struck out in the 3rd. Misses outside 1-1.
We might be able to offer our services up just to go, pitches like that
yeah,
in front of us. We could probably make some arrangements for the rest of the year if they, front it up for us.
And the throw over. Graham gets back in. This ball hit into center field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. So 2 runners on here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 base hits for the Highlanders.
Yeah, and both of those, just not hit extremely hard and just, falls out in front of the center fielder. But neither one of those very far away from each other. So Macarthur got a little something going here, but I think we're going to get another runner maybe. See Coach DeLong looking in the dugout.
Well, Spencer Thurman, the left fielder, will be at the plate. Yes, Coach DeLong goes. He's going to call for somebody.
McDonald is the last name. That's all I got.
McDonald?
Yeah, I got it right here if I can find where he is. 25. Braden.
Braden McDonald?
McDonald. Yep.
Okay.
Pinch running for the Highlanders, number 25, Braden McDonald.
So McDonald at first base. Graham at second.
Number 17, Spencer Thurman.
Spencer Thurman, the left fielder, steps in. He's 0 for 1, strikeout and a walk today. But Macarthur's got a couple of base runners. This is the most they've had all day. And swings through that offering. 0-1. Had 1 hit up until this inning, now 2 in the bottom of the 7th with 1 out. In there for a strike, 0-2.
Yeah, I don't imagine you're going to see Garrett do anything real fancy right here. Get ground ball, gets him out of the inning. You're just going to pump it full of strikes right here. You're down in the order. Make them. They're going to string, hits all the way through a time through the lineup almost to catch you. So
3 pitches, 3 strikes, and that's second out. And then Macarthur's down to its final out. Julian Love, the leadoff hitter, steps back in. He does have the home run. It's the big hit for Macarthur today. The only run scored, only RBI today. Here's the throw over, trying to get behind him. Ball gets away from the first baseman. That'll allow the runner, Graham, to move up to third. Not that matters right now, but they may have had him, picked off. They kind of ran through behind.
Coach DeLong is giving the death stare to McDonald right now. Like, where are you going? You've got a guy in front of you. Where are you going? We're down 9. You're at first, a guy at second, and you're jumping off on the pitch.
So here's the first pitch to Love, and big cut there, but comes up empty. 0-1. 10-1, bottom of the 7th. Macarthur runners at the corners with 2 outs. And that one's out in front. Runner goes. Here's the throw down. It's late. So the stolen base. Well, now,
I think he stuck a little bit on the slide. It did not look like that felt good. So
yeah. So McDonald moves up to second. Now second and third with 2 outs, but the count is 0-2 on Love.
I think they were banking on just not even getting a throw right there. Just going to let them kind of everybody deep in the hole. Just going to let that throw. And that probably was a little closer, and Coach Long really wanted it.
1-2 as that breaking ball dips down. Love is 1 for 3 today, that home run. And the curveball gets him looking for the third strike. And Love not happy about it, but that'll be the ball game. So the Highlanders strand a couple on 2 hits, but they don't score here in the bottom of the 7th. And the final score is Duncan 10, Macarthur 1. We'll take a quick commercial break and be back to wrap things up here at Macarthur. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Whitehead Plumbing, our mission is to be a leading full-service plumbing contractor. We have dedicated over 20 years perfecting our expertise in Southwest Oklahoma with our craftsmanship and customer service. Whether you have a water, sewer, or gas line that needs to be replaced or repaired, you can always count on us to be there. We offer free estimates and have 24/7 emergency services available. We'll work around the clock and are committed to providing our customers with impeccable services. Call Whitehead Plumbing today for all your plumbing needs.
Coast Technology Group specializes in audio, video, and lighting for schools, house of worship, home, and business. Work with our team's engineers to design the right system for your conference rooms, video telecommunications, stadiums, auditoriums, video walls, home theater, and automation. Whether your next project is large or small, let our team with over 150 years of combined experience help design the right system with simple, reliable technology.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home. Connect with a personal banker and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
We're back at Macarthur where the Duncan Demons take this district contest 10-1. And Matt, looking at things for Duncan, great game by their leadoff hitter, Bryson Brookshire. He goes 2 for 3, gets on 4 times, scores 4 runs, does have the 1 RBI on the home run. Then also for Duncan, you got Jeffrey Cross, the 7-hole, the third baseman, goes 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, has 3 singles, and then a strikeout. The other big home run was by the big, and I say big because he's a large shortstop, Chago Barnum. Barnum has the home run. He goes 1 for 3, has a couple of RBIs. So Duncan kind of spreads it out. Right, the 9-hole, Ryan Samuels has 2 RBIs on a base hit. So they spread it out. They have 10 runs on 10 hits. They did strand 6, so left a lot of runs out there. For Macarthur, they go 1 run on 3 hits. They strand 6. Really the only offensive power they had was Julian Love. He goes 1 for 4. That was the home run, so 1 RBI, 1 run scored. And everyone else tell you what, hats off to Garrett because Garrett kept them off balance all night.
Oh, yeah, again, we talked about, he We see him 2 weeks ago. He throws, goes 6 innings of 12 of no hit, 12 strikeout ball against Eisenhower. Comes out today. He ends up with giving up the 3 hits here, but in a 10-9, probably wasn't being real careful. I'm not going to walk anybody. I'm up 9 runs in the last inning. Gives up a couple of little singles, but he gets out of it. But just a great job off. His off speed, spotting stuff up, and then like I said, he does rear back every now and then, but for the most part, he spots it up, and then because of his change of speeds, the fastball gets on you so fast.
It gets you off guard, yeah.
So, but update. Let's just update the district standings here real quick. So after the results up at Elgin, so Elgin leads the district right now at 11-1, Noble at 10-2, Duncan at 10-2, and Macarthur at 9-3. So Macarthur and Elgin will have they're next week. So Duncan and Noble are going to play each other essentially for second place, barring and hope that Matt can pull off an upset essentially.
Yeah, it needs to be a sweep, doesn't it, really, to make things interesting.
Because Duncan, Elgin swept Duncan. They have a tiebreaker in that way. So if they ended up tied, if they both say there was a sweep and Duncan was able to if they split, then Elgin would have that. So, but again, that second place is huge because you host a regional on second place. So there's a lot going into next week, and both of these teams. Not that they're going to throw their main guys this weekend, but that 5A shootout up at Piedmont, or a little 5A preview kind of a deal. That's going to be some really good baseball.
Well, interesting to see who they throw too, because it's going to eat up some innings for district play. I don't think they'll throw anyone.
No, they won't
big.
Throw anybody because they might. If the district game didn't mean all these
teams, it's going to mean something too.
But you got to realize too that when you get into your regional tournament, into the state tournament, you better have that number 3 guy ready to go, because if you win those first 2, and you can't afford not to throw your 1 and 2 guys to get there. So you've got to be able to have that 3, and if you happen to lose a game, you better have 3, 4, and 5 ready to be able to come back to try to make that advance. So this is a good weekend to see some of those other guys pitch against some really good teams.
Well, that's going to do it for us here for the game of the week here at Macarthur. Like Matt said, we'll be back next Tuesday right here at Macarthur. Elgin comes to Macarthur. That should be a really good one for that district matchup. So that'll do it for us.
Don't forget, if you want to see the other district, Carl Albert and Piedmont, that'll be on Monday on the Carl Albert channel on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Those 2 teams sitting at the top of their district also. So got good baseball coming up the next week or so.
You've been watching Game of the Week baseball here on the Oklahoma